We all know those GLP-1 injections work wonders, but that price tag almost gave me a heart attack when my insurance denied coverage. I was staring at a choice between paying my mortgage or paying for weight loss. Talk about a rock in a hard place. Then I found Elevate Health compounded semaglutide at just $58 with payment plans that don't require a second mortgage. Same medication, same results, but a price that real folks can actually afford. Visit joinelevate.com today. That's JOINELEVATE.com. Your wallet will be as happy as your waistline. This medication is not FDA approved.
Love, oh love, I gotta tell you how I feel about you, 'cause I can't go a minute without your love. Like a satellite, I'm in orbit all the way around you, and now we fall out into the night. I can't go a minute without your love.
Nemo, hello.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to my home.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
Yes, it's very well decorated.
You have a very large home.
Yes.
We took the elevator to the 7th floor.
Yes, the 7th floor is my favorite floor of my home. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm really good. I'm excited. There's a lot of exciting things happening.
There are a lot of exciting things happening. I mean, you are a Eurovision icon, and we are currently in Eurovision season. And I just feel like you've gone from strength to strength, like musically. I'm obsessed with everything that you're doing at the moment.
Yeah, it's cool to see it like all come together. You know, like just I've been in the studio for like 4 months, and now we've released like the first song of the album, and it's just like when you're making things, releasing things feels so far away, and then it's like. Yeah. And you're there and you're like, whoa, it's all real. And that's super exciting.
It is really exciting. It's exciting to see as well. And here performing live for us today. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, it is exciting to see. You've really like sort of taken the ball that Eurovision threw and like ran with it. And I love to see it.
Yeah, I think it's like first of all, like just if you're a contestant, you get thrown into something that you have no idea about. Like even if you watch Eurovision, if you like have been part of the Eurovision family in some way or the world, like you don't really realize what it encapsulates to be in the actual competition. Like it's like everything kind of changes from like one day to another, and like your music gets listened to by so many people, and like you're in a sphere of like, for me it was like totally different because I was mainly like songwriting and producing before that, and I think that took like a lot of like getting used to even that. And then, I don't know, I didn't really expect to win like going into this. And then like this, everything happened and it's like, oh my God, this is crazy. And whoa, we kind of need a plan now, you know?
So that was fully a gag. Like you weren't like, oh, well, maybe I'll win. You weren't expecting it.
I mean, I was always like, I want to win. And I was always like, I'll give it like absolute best. But you never know, you know, like like it's not, Eurovision is not something you participate in thinking you're going to win, because like it's the most unpredictable thing in the world.
It really is.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, but I was like, I'm sure going to try my very best. But then I think it was just kind of like an overnight thing. And then it's like, whoa, everything happens. Like you go out, you do promo, we had like shows booked before Eurovision in Switzerland, and like they all were booked before people even knew that I was gonna go to Eurovision.
Really?
So like I come back to Switzerland, I have like all these shows that like pay like really badly, like from like the time before, and I would like, it would be like a show that I'd be like, hey, I'll go with like a guitarist or like something like that. And then one year and I'm like, okay, so people now think I'm gonna like appear on like a spinning top on stage and like a Cirque du Soleil kind of like show. So that was like something we had to figure out, I think. And then like all the promo. And I'm just so glad I have like had time now to write songs again, because that's something I didn't, and everything happens around you. Like the calendar just fills up and you're like suddenly like realizing, like, whoa, where's all the time to actually create, you know?
Yeah, you need to take time for yourself and like have that, not just to create, but also to like recuperate, because like travel and like working and like performing, it's exhausting. And I feel like people don't know, for me anyway, obviously nowhere near the scale of Eurovision, but Drag Race and stuff. like you get to travel so much and perform internationally, and then I get sick like every single time. So that's another like week.
Like after?
Out. Yeah.
Like,
straight away, you just like your body stops you from getting ill while you're all over the place. And then as soon as you get 10 minutes to yourself.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's wild.
And if you don't have like if you don't have that week, the body will like take it at one point. It will just like shut down.
Yeah.
And like that happened to me, like, right? Like the beginning of the year when we did the album, like we entered the album process, like after all this craziness, I got like pneumonia out of nowhere. And it was just kind of, I think my body being like, okay, maybe just give it like a week or two and you'll be fine.
Yeah. You need to listen to what your body's telling you as well and like really take that time for yourself. Yeah. God, I feel like mother right now being like, are you okay? Are you well rested?
I'm very well rested now.
Good.
Like, yeah, it's been a great year so far.
It has, and it will continue to be many more great years in the future, I believe. Have you been invested in this year's Eurovision? I must ask.
I've been invested-ish, I would say. Okay. I think try to focus like really much on my performance that I'm going to do there, because it's like, don't want to really get into comparing it too much with everything else. But obviously, like I have a few people that I really like. I'm a huge like Lucio Corsi like fan. I really love that song. Also, I love the JJ song so much. Like, Wasted Love is really.
I feel like that's a duet that the people want between you and JJ.
Really?
Like, I feel like the people need it.
I mean, I would do it like first and foremost because I just love like Taya also so much, and like I think her writing is always so cool and unique, and
I would hop on it.
I mean, that was a gag because I met JJ while I was like filming some bits for this year's Eurovision, and Taya just walked in and like introduced themselves, and I was like, what? Po. You don't need to introduce yourself to me. Like, it was such a gag. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, it's so cool that she's doing this. Like, like writing the song and then creative directing, like everything around it is like some real girl boss shit.
Really quite.
Yeah.
Is it like that? Does sort of like the Eurovision family feed into itself?
I don't know. I feel like in a way, yes, because I like there's so many reconnection points. I think like with Eurovision, and I got to meet like a lot of the contestants, you know, like at the pre-party in Amsterdam this year, and you just kind of like you go to all these events, you meet like generations of Eurovision, and I feel like because you have that one thing in common, it's just so easy to make genuine connections and also like artistic connections a lot of the times. And I feel like it's also, there's so much in cultural exchange factor. Like you're learning so much about like other countries and their music scene. And I think that's always just been fascinating to me. And I can see how that would lead to
it feeding into like each other. Yeah.
For sure. I mean, it is a wild experience. And like, I can only speak for like being someone who's like very far on the outside of the circle, sort of just like waving at all of you, being like, hello, it's the BBC socials. Are you having a good day? Like, but it is literally the wildest thing to like watch all of you experience that. And it's relentless. I feel like people think that you're just preparing for like that one show on the day, but you've got pre-parties, you've got press, you've got like international travel. It's like so much. And like, how do you even focus on that final performance when everything, this chaos is happening around you?
I feel like it almost helps. Like imagine not doing anything for like 3 months and then just being like, okay, now go on stage.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I feel like it prepares you a bit. Like last year, I think it was just like kind of like got like a bit intenser and like you felt it the moment coming, you know? So I feel like it was like a nice kind of arc, you know, to the actual performance. But it's crazy to think that everything kind of depends on these 3 minutes on stage. Wild. And everything you've been working on, like sometimes a year, sometimes half a year, like is just gonna be decided in like 3 minutes by like the way you perform and like whatever. That's kind of crazy.
I don't know how you cope. There's this is such a weird specific reference, but on Britain's Got Talent many years ago, there was this little girl who like got all the way through to the final, and then she like started singing and she missed the beginning and she started crying. I'm like, how in the like decades and decades of Eurovision, no one has like had a moment like that. If it was me, I'm not gonna lie, BBC, if you're watching this, turn away. If it was me, I would not be able to do it. And you excel in that kind of situation. I feel like I need like some advice on like how to cope with like the anxiety and stuff.
No, I think it's actually interesting. Like I feel so many of the Eurovision performances are also so well sung. And like the pitch of the performances, like if you look at like various performances, and I have a theory that it is like a lot of it is because of the sound and how like I've never had a better in-ear mix than at Eurovision.
Wow.
Like the way they like, there's this whole process that you go like to the backstage and then there's this like in-ear check kind of station where they like do everything really fast. Like in 15 minutes, you have like a mix because they're doing like all the contestants after each other. But it's like, okay, you need the voice a little bit louder, blah, blah, blah. But it sounds like you're listening to it like on CD or something. It's like so clear and like your voice is so present. And I think that really helps with just feeling secure because that never changes like after the first rehearsal. And it's something you get used to and then you can improve your performance like vocally. But it is a lot of pressure, but I think that also leads to a lot of focus. Yeah. That's maybe why the quality of performances like through all the Eurovision years so good because you know like it's almost like a form of meditation. You like enter the stage and there's like nothing else to do and like you're just thinking, you're not even thinking about anything. It's just kind of happening.
Because it's so rehearsed and it's so like in your like body and in your voice that it's just starts happening.
Yeah. But it's interesting because this year my performance that I'm doing feels less rehearsed in a way. Like there's more kind of room for moments in the performance that are a bit undefined. Okay. And I think that's so beautiful, especially like, it depends really on the song that you're performing, but I feel like for more like emotional performances, like maybe you want to have like a bit more freedom and then like maybe like dance choreographies, like you don't want that, you know what I mean? Like it depends really much on the song. But I'm excited to see how everyone's staging is going to look.
I never want choreography.
No?
Just for me personally, not
really?
a dancer.
You don't dance?
Not well, but we try. Are we allowed to know what you are performing? Is this information that is readily available?
No. Yeah. It's not. I don't want to say it yet.
Okay.
So it's going to be a little surprise.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
No, that's like making me like think like, ooh, what's happening?
Yeah. No, I'm really excited too. I think it feels like it's kind of like closing a chapter in a way, but like in a beautiful way. It's like you have like a year and then you're handing over the trophy or whatever. Yeah, you call it trophy. And then this person, it's kind of like what do you call it when people run with like a stick in their hands? And
like a relay race.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I feel like I've like done my Eurovision part of the relay race now and I'm like giving it to someone else. And then it's weird because like, I feel like around Eurovision, you have so much structure, like because it's like, okay, you're doing this. And I'm kind of excited to have more freedom in that. I think like getting to decide more, like how do I want to release things, not like tied to a certain event, like more like my own world and timeline. And at the same time, it's also kind of like melancholic because it's like this beautiful kind of time. I have so many friendships, but they're not tied to only this year, but it's just like so many memories. Like I think I'm going to be nostalgic when I go back.
A bit like graduating from school where it's like, oh, I've got all these friends, but like they're from that time period.
That's like, literally how I felt like at the Amsterdam pre-party. I was like this is like a new class of people. It's like the class of 2020, 2025. And I'm like the person who just graduated school is like going to hang out at school. I'm like, what am I doing?
You've like come back to visit the futures.
Yeah.
Oh, that is kind of cute to think about it like that though. And it is quite nice because I feel like I kind of can see it because obviously like not to bring up my own victories, but as the winner of Drag Race UK versus the World, at some point I've got to hand that over to someone else. And that's like, in my head, it feels like it's such an exciting moment, but it also will be like giving that title on. But you're so right. It gives you that freedom to like create your own path and like experience that journey.
Yeah.
Okay, now you've given me like excitement for when I hand that crown over to someone else. Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, I think that's a good perspective to have like on it. Like, it's like not to have like another school analogy. But it kind of also feels like last summer vacations after school.
Yeah.
When you know, like, well, you're coming out of school. I don't know if you had like this feeling, but like I can do whatever I want now. You know what I mean? Like that feeling is like, oh my God. I like the smaller version of that is like having summer vacations. We had like 5 weeks and I would like go out of school and I'm like 5 weeks. That's like a whole lifetime of like just, I don't know what I would do. I would like run around in the forest or like make some music or something. And then 5 weeks would be over and I'm like, oh, back in school. And then like the moment comes when you're like out of school and you're like, wow, I'm never going to school again. This is like a new part of my life now. Yeah.
Oh my God. I love the way that you frame things because I flash back to like leaving school and I hated it.
You hated going out of school?
Yeah.
Really?
I was like, I'm not ready. I'm a child. I can't do anything.
When did you leave school?
17. So I just did not feel like ready for anything. But it's such a like refreshing to hear like, oh, sometimes when things end, like it's just opening up a new path. We experience things differently and I'm taking this on board. I feel like you're my like guru, like, teaching me a better way of like thinking.
Toxic positivity. Yeah.
If it works, it works.
No, but like, did you have the option to like, to go to school longer? Was that is that a thing?
Yeah, so I did.
Is it then university or college?
It's university after that. So I did actually go to university, but I didn't finish my degree.
What was it?
Philosophy and theology.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is not expect. I love how you've turned this around. You're asking me questions. Love it. I don't think people expect it, but I'm like fascinated by like, yeah. It's just like different, isn't it?
Philosophy and theology kind of balances it like each other out really well. And I feel like you learn things about both things through like learning about the other thing as well.
Yeah, no, I love it. I'm not like religious at all, but I love learning about religion because I think it's
so interesting.
Right?
Yeah, same.
It just teaches you so much about people and the way people think and like the way people felt at different times. I love it.
Yeah, great storytelling.
Yeah.
Like religion also. Yeah, it's like there's so many stories in religion. It's kind of like you can learn a lot also for art. I think like it's very
inspiration.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, that leads me on because like we've spoken about Eurovision and I'm sure you talk about Eurovision a lot, but this podcast is about fandoms in general. And I want to know like outside of Eurovision, like what are you like a huge fan of? Like any film franchises or TV shows or like musicians that you love?
I love movies.
So
I don't really have like a specific, like I've watched a few series. I really liked Arcane. Do you know Arcane?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Do you see it?
I haven't, but I know of it.
I don't like that was my Discord server, like as an entity, almost like everyone on there, like convinced me to watch Arcane. Okay. It's not something that I would gravitate towards. I think like from the way it looks, everyone was like, you love it. And I was like, I should probably trust you on that. So,
love that.
But it took like so many people to convince me. And then I watched it and I was like, whoa, this is so cool. So I want to watch more like animated things. But like I usually watch movies. I think that's like my thing. And I have like a few directors I love. I love like Greta Gerwig, like Noah Baumbach, like movies I really like. And I like horror films. I like very art house inspired horror films or like kind of like, I don't know, or like A24, like horror films, like just kind of like creative. I love how A24 is like almost like a genre of movies now.
No, literally, like they become like their own like.
Yeah, it's like getting to the point where it's almost a bit like annoying. Like A24 should not be a genre. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it should be a variety of, but like I feel like so many movies are inspired by the kind of indie character of it.
Yeah,
that don't come out under like A24, but still kind of have like or try to be like an A24.
Like have the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
That is, we're very different because I love a horror film, but I like a camp horror film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like just sometimes I like to watch things to like engage with it, but sometimes I just need my brain to turn off a little bit. Yeah. So like Cabin in the Woods, I'm like, I'll just watch this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the thing is then I would watch like something funny. I think if I would want that, because I feel like with a horror film, I could just never shut off. I'll be like this the whole time.
Yeah.
Do you like to relax or like?
No, not like in a Dexter way.
Okay.
Like, like it's sort of like I can just focus on like the scare and like not have to think too much because I already know, like you know when it's like a copy and paste sort of film. So I already know like this girl's the main character and she's a bit of a tomboy. This girl's probably going to die really early because she's blonde, like that kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, it's easy. I can just focus on the like,
I see that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I love a camp horror film as well. Did you see Talk to Me?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it feels like a good pop song, this movie.
Okay.
It's like what I imagine like a snappy, perfectly timed pop song should be as a movie. Like it's kind of like, it's like 90 minutes long, perfectly timed, and you're just like constantly entertained. Like it's so good. I can really recommend.
I will fully take that recommendation.
And it's not too like, you'll get it. Like, you know what's going to happen a little bit, but it will still surprise you with the way it's kind of shot and like the aesthetic choices and stuff. So I feel like it's a little bit in between of both those worlds.
I love that your analogies are still musical. Like it's just so like part of the fiber of your being that you're like, this film is like a pop song.
I'm not only obsessed with, okay, maybe I am kind of, I don't know. When you asked me, like, I was so scared when you asked me like, are you like into any fandoms and stuff? I was like, I literally don't have any life next to making music. I was like, what else? What else do I do?
Well, but like music has so many like iconic fandoms as well, like within it. And like you now, like across your career, like you've built do you have a name for your fandom?
We once had a talk about it on Discord, but I don't know if we came to the conclusion that everyone was happy, but some people kind of like use it still. I feel like there's still room for improvement for the name, but so I have this line in the code that's like Ammonites. And so someone said my fandom name should be Nemonites.
Okay, I did not see that was where it was going. I understand why you feel like there's room for improvement.
Yeah. I feel like it could be snappier, you know? Maybe you have an idea.
Oh, okay. Now I'm going through the lyrics trying to find. By the way, I did actually have to Google, like when I first heard the song, what Ammonites were. I was like,
really?
Yeah.
I saw like after Eurovision, you can like see like if like a Google search thing spikes, right?
Yeah.
And Ammonites spiked. Like, what? That's so crazy to me. Like, the word trended on Google after Eurovision because people were like, just.
That was fully me. I might have studied philosophy, but I don't know words. Like, sorry about that.
Well, you should have studied archaeology.
Yeah, maybe. And then I would have learned more. Yeah. Okay, we'll try and come up with like another name option for your fandom.
I don't know. I feel like never know if like fan is like feels right to me to say about like people that enjoy and love my music. I always just feel like it's more like think of it as a community, because maybe I'm not a fan of anything really. Like I love a lot of things, but I don't know if I'm like a fan. You know what I mean? It feels like
I see
just too airy and windy to me.
Maybe like supporters, because they're sort of like uplifting you and like supporting you through that.
And I really like to think of it as like a community, like especially like with all the people that know each other through kind of getting to know my music. I think that's such a wonderful thing. Like friendships that happened only due to the same people liking the same music, you know, that the people liking the same music. That's crazy to me.
That is a wild experience, actually. Like sort of like seeing people come together on the basis of that. On my first season of Drag Race, I had a Twitter page that was made by like a group, and like they're all still in touch, and like one of them's from Malta, and like I saw them recently at DragCon in January. Shout out to Jace.
Jace.
Yeah. But like, yeah, no, it is that sort of experience. I'm now thinking like you must have thought of like code breakers for your fandom. Too much?
I like how you're thinking. I think it should, like, a fandom name should not be tied to a song though. Kind of. You know what I mean? Like, because like, or maybe I need a few more songs that I like that go in this like non-binary hacker themed.
Maybe the Casanovas.
It's Casanova.
That's quite good.
My next album's gonna called The Matrix. Like breaking out of the matrix.
I actually kind of see that. I can't lie. Like Neo-Nemo combination happening.
Do you think like Neo sounds like genderless?
Yeah, I think so. Because like in the context of the Matrix, like...
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's actually what inspired the code also, like in a lot of ways.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just kind of this like fan theory about like the deeper meaning of the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about the theory?
Well, I know about a lot of theories. And I think... Oh, are you referring to the one that like references like their gender identity and stuff?
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's so cool. Like it's like smart. Like, and even if it wasn't intentional, like I kind of like just want to believe that it was like a subconscious thing. You know what I mean?
Really, it must have been.
Like sometimes that just kind of happens to you. Like you make art that you don't even like. You don't think about the deeper meaning, but it just pours out of you, and then you realize, like looking back at it, like, whoa. Maybe my brain was trying to tell me something.
Yeah. I mean, no, I totally agree with you because obviously like their like trans identity now, there's literally a character who shows a different gender expression depending on whether they're in or out of the Matrix.
True. Yeah. There's all these like, that's so true. I love that movie so much. The first one especially.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the newest one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the newest one just messed with my brain, but in a really good way as well. But somehow it doesn't feel like really connected to it. Maybe it's just because like there's so much time that's passed.
I agree.
It's just so meta, like in every way. I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah, it's too much. I might rewatch that. Actually, I fully used to be obsessed with The Matrix, and I think The Matrix is one of the reasons why I decided to study philosophy. We've really come back to my degree that I didn't finish, and theology.
I love that.
I wrote a whole essay when I was at school about like the religious, like, you know, because Trinity and like having the one and like all of that kind of stuff, about the religious undertones of The Matrix.
Cool. A movie can inspire that in people. Isn't that crazy?
Literally.
Yeah. I think it's one of the like best movies that were ever made, like from like a point of like how unique is it and like what it contributed like stylistically, but also like just the substance of the movie. Like it's kind of like a perfect triangle of just awesomeness in a way.
A perfect triangle, 3 sides, a perfect trinity, a character in the Matrix. Honestly, it all writes itself. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. We are coming to the end of our time together, but I really need to ask you about like your music that is like out now that you've been working so hard on. Tell me about it. Where can we listen? What's going on?
So I'm releasing an album. So we're working towards this album, and my first release come out today, actually, which is crazy. Actually, yesterday.
Well, it was actually out a week ago. It came out a week ago when you're watching it.
Okay.
For us, it was
a week ago.
Yeah.
It came out a week ago. Wow. It's called Casanova. It's like the first glimpse into the album, and oh my God, I had the best, most amazing time making like these songs. Like they come of such like a deep place and like such a meaningful place for me. And I've never like released a body or like working towards like releasing a body of work that has meant so much to me. So I'm just so freaking excited to drop it.
I'm very excited because I think if there's one thing, like obviously I discovered you and your music from Eurovision. And if there's one thing that's very clear, it's that you like give a lot of yourself to like your writing and like what you share with people through your music. So I'm excited to like learn more.
I'd say it's a very broad experience of me.
The drama. That's how much of that's saying it. That's how much of an experience it is. People drop things.
Was that so like shocking?
Yeah.
And it's a very broad experience of me, the whole album, like for myself, like first and foremost, like writing it, but also I think people that will listen to it will just get such a wide view of myself and an idea of who I am. And I am so many things. And I think one thing that I'm so excited about on this album is that I'm not trying to make myself less in a sense of like condensing it into like one thing. So it's like easily digestible. It's just saying like, hey, I am all these things and I want to be all these things, and I want to talk about all these things, and I want to live in all these worlds, like musically. And it was a long process for me to kind of like come to that place, because you get told in the music industry and like maybe also in life in general, like, hey, you need to be like understandable in like one certain way, like one angle, so people know what you're about. But I think we're also multi-layered, and like, so we have so much
for sure
in us, and I want to make that understandable and be seen and heard, all those different facets. And so I'm kind of proud of myself of like being like, no, I want to do all these things.
We are all a buffet of different dishes that you can just put into one plate and make a interesting mix.
Beautiful analogy.
I think I'm just hungry. I think that's what happened.
Wow, have you had breakfast?
I actually haven't.
Yeah, me neither. We should maybe eat something.
Okay, that's the plan after this. Yeah. Nemo, before you go, we always end this podcast. I am putting you on the spot. We like to end the podcast with a dramatic acting challenge.
Really?
So as I have done with my previous Eurovision guests, I would like you to look down the lens of your camera and give me a dramatic rendition of you speaking the lyrics of the code as if you are in one of the horror films that you referenced earlier. Take your time.
Are you going to be a character in the movie as well?
I might do sound effects.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I can do like a spooky ghost in the background.
Okay, and what's like, I need a like, what's like, where am I going? Like, what's happening? Like,
that's true. I feel like spooky ghost, but still art house energy.
And am I running away from something? Am I like in a house? I don't know. Like,
I think you're breaking down the window of the house to crawl out and then run from me, a spooky ghost.
Okay.
A spooky but glamorous ghost.
Okay. I'm channeling that energy.
Okay.
I'll assume that everybody knows I'm dealing. We got the trends. You better buckle up. Pour another cup. This is my way. So check it out, my friend.
Ooh. That's the bit of the song, but ooh, but it's a ghost.
This story is my...
And scene. That was beautiful. It's like, I feel like that needs a round of applause after that performance. I don't think I've ever had anyone commit that strongly. Thank you.
Doing my best. Yeah.
No, you really did. I think you're going to get cast in a horror film now from that.
Oh my God, I would love that.
I see that.
I feel like we should like be cast together and you do all the sound effects. Like, but you kind of like, oh, that could be a cool kind of horror film. Like you see the person doing the sound effects, like coming in, you know?
Yeah. And they were the villain the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not tell anyone about that. We'll write that.
We'll make a movie.
Yeah.
First breakfast though.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Love, oh love, I gotta tell you how I feel about you, 'cause I